Scorpio, welcome to Illuminated Tarot. My name is Jenna. Today I'm here to do your reading for the month of June. We're going to take a look at your overall general energy, what you may not see coming, and get some important advice from Spirit today. Let's jump right in. I got a new deck last weekend at an arts and crafts festival called the Life Navigator deck. Let's see what you're going to be navigating for the month of June. And then we're going to be pulling some important tarot messages. And then we're going to end with the Gateway of Light Activation Oracle. So a lot of people are stepping off into brand new chapters, new upgrades in the spiritual awareness. After having going through the spring season, now it's time to embark on the new, fresh energy. I love the spirit of summer here in the States. Inspiration! Might have a new idea, Scorpio. New idea around your work life, I'm hearing. That you want to... Ooh, the soundtrack of your life and inspiration. I love this card. We're going to talk about this card first. So this is about remembering to play. Remembering what it was like to be a kid. Where life was full of magic and wonder. So... Spirit wants you to remember to maintain that frequency the best you can this month. What you give your attention to shapes your experience of life. Turn down the volume of the world's disharmony and choose to listen to what gives you joy. What gives you joy, Scorpio? You need to do as much of that as possible this month. It might even involve the sand. It might involve the sun. It might involve collecting seashells. Scavenger hunts with your family. Bringing the fun back, right? We all owe it to ourselves to take advantage of, especially people in New England. We're like, yeah, we got to get outside as much as possible here after the long winter. Insights and inspiration can flow in when we relax and allow a playful, unhurried. You getting the theme here? It's time to play, Scorpio. When we allow a playful, unhurried frame of mind, the best ideas come naturally. So when you start to relax, you may have felt a little stressed recently about some changes that you've made and about where you're headed. And so Spirit is indicating that in order for you to get that divine download, you got to relax and you got to just let it come. And the way you do that is maintain a spirit of play where you can feel the magic every day and the wonder. I try to do that myself. I have a few things I do every day that help me stay in that lighter energy, right? Because it's a choice. Okay, let's jump into your spread. You know what's funny is I think that every reading I'm doing for June is a little different in the spread. I don't know what's going on. Everything's so new here that Spirit's showing me to do new things for each zodiac, which is wild. I'm just gonna follow because I just heard them tell me don't do what you just did for Gemini. So I'm like, okay, I won't do the same thing. Not the same spread. Ooh, yeah, a lot of you do have a new opportunity, a new idea when it comes to your work. Whatever you're thinking about learning or doing, investing in for the new in your life, especially for those of you who want a career change or you want to change your job or change the way you do your work. Some of you are waiting on a new opportunity too. We're talking about a promotion or you've been putting out resumes and this is about getting down into that higher frequency where you just trust your path, Scorpio. I'm getting that. Trust whatever you're waiting on to be hand delivered to you exactly how you asked for it. Yeah, I knew it. New beginning. This new chapter has all the markings of what could be a very fulfilling time in your life if you take the risk. So Spirit's saying, place your bets on taking a leap and hitting that landing, Scorpio, and having faith in yourself to do it. All right. I'm going to go into your recent past and we'll go from there. Recent past, Scorpio. What happened in the recent past? Ooh, 10 of Cups. Already hit that frequency, Jenna, of peace, happiness, harmony, feeling the love around me. I'm feeling safe and supported, but we're going to go deeper than that. But that was available in the past. Ooh, well, things shifted a little bit, didn't it? Now it's gotten hard for me to feel that all the time. Jenna, I don't know why, but we're going to go into why. But it's hard for you to feel at peace for some reason because maybe things got harder for you. We'll see why. Near future, Queen of Pentacles. You have an opportunity to, you may be trying to create more financial opportunities for you where you're ready to level up. I'm getting that. I want to level up, Jenna, in what I'm doing out in the world. Because the Queen of Pentacles, some of you are business owners and you've got new ideas, new plans. Others of you want to create a new business, but there's some fear around that. The challenge. Ooh, okay. Well, I didn't know if we'd go here, but it looks like we're going there. You could be in what a lot of people around you think you're in a very stable bond, but there's been some problem at home. There's been some problems at home between you and another. Because now I'm seeing a perfect match here. And a lot of hardship, but also a lot of harmony. All right. Overall general energy. Ooh, yeah, you're looking at some pain between you and someone else. Or fear. Usually when I see the Three of Swords, it can mean so many things, but there's something that's hurting both of you. We're going to get to the root of why. What you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck. Ooh. You're having some painful words. Or you're not speaking about what you need to speak about. Something around things being more fair. And being more in your soul self, less in ego self. With the Page of Swords, the Justice, and the Eight of Wands. With the Eight of Swords. There's some sort of repression going on. Maybe one or both of you where you're not being honest. And it's creating an imbalance. I think if one person starts talking and really lets out what they're feeling, it could make the energy shift. I'm getting that. All right, let's go into what on earth is going on, because I feel, we're going to go here actually. I feel as though, I don't know if this was pain that, I feel like it's pain that both of you have encountered together, but you're not sure what to do with it anymore. Bottom of this deck, yeah. All you know is you don't want to feel this way. Yeah, you're trying to take charge of the situation and invest in this in a different way to stabilize. At least, I believe the masculine in this, whoever is the masculine in this situation, they're looking at this and trying to almost come up with different ideas of how to address the problem or what to do about it. What is this pain between the two of you? Oh, you're wrapping up a cycle where it's almost like you gotta almost forgive and forget, live and let live. I'm hearing that. What is being swept under the rug? I feel like something's being swept under the rug. There's a big change up ahead. Almost like a faded change. You might even have a faded conversation. What is the Three of Swords here, Scorpio? Ooh, that came out in reverse. Someone's not doing the work here. Look at that. Very obvious. Someone's not doing the work and it's causing someone else pain. Or maybe someone's not working much. Or whatever work they're doing, things aren't going according to plan. I'm not sure what's going on. Interesting. Now that's interesting. Someone's not holding up their end of the bargain of this commitment and what you promised each other. That's what it feels like. And it's causing someone pain. Yeah. Someone wants fresh new energy. They want to feel the spark again. Someone's not here. Someone left the building. Yeah. And I think the other person's like left holding the bag going, what happened here? Why? Because we were happy, I thought. Was it a lie? What's going on? Someone's not doing the work in this commitment. Interesting. Let's keep going. Whoops. Oh, man. Oh, that fell. We're going to leave that there, but now I know why. It's someone is... The Page of Swords just wanted to... Maybe that this person... Here's the thing. Someone might be waking up in a connection going, why is someone not doing the work when they knew all along what they signed up for from the very beginning? And now you're having to reconcile that there was some things that were overlooked Because maybe at the time, sometimes we get involved with people for different reasons, but it seems to me the two of you came together because you wanted to create something stable and secure, but something got brought into it that would totally undermine that from the beginning. And now you're like, oh, crap, we can't continue like this. All right. Let's look at this Ten of Cups. What happened here in the past in this connection? That came flying out. Oh, the Ten of Cups came up in reverse. Why am I getting this feeling that all is not as it seems in this connection? Oh, it's almost like one person's been wanting to walk away. I keep getting this. Six of Swords. Either someone's traveling a lot and they're not around enough, or they're running away from something that needs to be addressed that now is creating such a wedge that it's like two people have either grown apart and it's creating a lot of disharmony. And it's like, kind of like when things you just know it, but you're not really talking about it. Or, oh my God, I don't think I've ever seen this kind of energy. We have the Ten of Cups in reverse. You might have come out of a really rough chapter with someone in the past, and almost where you decided to maybe even leave someone, but then you changed your mind and went back. It feels like whatever's been upside down and whatever's not harmonious in this connection, it's been with you the whole time. It's almost, I feel like it's something that I'm going to go back to it again. There's something that started this bond off on the wrong foot, and it's been trailing you ever since. It's almost like if you're side by side with two horses, right? One person's got like something massive they're trailing behind them. And the other person has been pretending that it's not there the whole time. And now the person's like, oh my God, I can't ignore this anymore. What's that sound? It's been going on for years. And it's the sound of someone not doing what they need to do to make sure that this connection stays healthy. And the other person's like, ooh, this has got to be transformed if this is going to be saved. Whatever it is, someone's got to do some work to remove the pain that they're carrying. I don't know if someone brought in, there's just pain that someone isn't resolving inside. They brought it in. Okay, this is interesting. I don't think I've ever gotten a Ten of Cups in reverse and a Ten of Cups upright in a reading in one category. And this is a love connection. A choice was made to accept someone and to commit to them despite knowing that it feels like, I don't want to say pretending, but I mean, the Ten of Cups in reverse is something not working out, something not aligning, something not feeling right, but doing it anyway. Committing to it anyway and expecting it to turn out differently. So you got to go back to the beginning. Oy, oy, oy. This all wanted to come out in reverse. The opportunity is the Ten of Swords in reverse, which is like beating a dead horse. The Empress in reverse, not nurturing this. And the Five of Cups in reverse. So it's almost like someone's brought in some sort of like big, like whatever it is. Whatever it is, it's pain that they're carrying that it's like they can't continue bringing it in. One person is in a state of apathy and the other person's been ignoring it for so long, and it's caused so much pain on both sides because one person refuses to drop the burden of the pain they carry. And so if you bring in too much, and I don't know what caused this. I don't know if it's something, I feel like it's both. The pain between two people and whatever the pain is. I mean, it could be fear. Maybe it's not pain. We can talk about the fear. Okay, the fear is real. Someone brought in a lot of pain and fear and I don't know, what is this Three of Swords? I feel like this Three of Swords is, what is the Spirit? Yeah, it's something's not being confronted. Something's not being confronted. Someone brought in something that was never confronted from the beginning. I don't know what it is, but now it's like you can't ignore it anymore. It's almost like it's prolonged. It's prolonged someone from actually arriving in a connection. They're not really showing up in their authentic self. Someone's not showing up in their authentic self here. And the other person agreed to it. The challenge is the King of Pentacles. And now things have grown cold between two people. The challenge. There are secrets here. I don't know if someone's living a double life or there are so many secrets. Wow. We have the Page of Swords, the Moon, and the Nine of Cups over the King of Pentacles for the challenge. It's almost like something has got to be addressed here, Scorpio. I don't know. I mean, with the Lovers and the Ten of Cups here and the Ten of Pentacles, it's like the longer someone continues to not show up in their truth with who they really are, it's like, I mean, the Empress in reverse is someone getting away with not showing up as they are. And the other person just saying that's enough for them. I don't know if this is like willful blindness or someone putting on a mask and pretending to be nurturing the connection. I mean, this has gone on for so long that it's like, how do you correct it? I mean, the King of Pentacles is a need to stabilize the situation and to bring harmony back, bring satisfaction back, but it's almost now you don't even know where to begin. This is really intense. I feel like this intensity, and there's been so much disappointment. It's been unfair, and you've had conflict after conflict, and it's gotten hard. I don't know. It almost feels like you feel like you're, maybe even some of you feel like you're stuck in something that you don't know how to get out of. We have the Eight of Swords. There's no justice here. And the justice will be served when someone starts communicating their truth. Oh my God, and the weight has gotten so, the weight of it has gotten so heavy. It's almost like if someone brought in a lot of stuff, right, what I said with the horses and the stuff trailing behind them, it's gotten heavier and heavier and heavier with every step. It's like one of you committed to a decision that wasn't the right decision, but you did it anyway because of the sake of you wanted something secure and stable. But how can you live a lie? I feel like someone's living a lie here. I don't know who, but someone's living a lie. Okay. And I think as long as you continue to do this, one of you, the feminine here has rejected some sort of aspect of self. They're trying to manifest from a place of lack. We have the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, the Magician, and the Four of Pentacles. Is there another person? Oh, shit. There's another person. What is going on here, Scorpio? There's either and one of you isn't coming from a balanced place and they're not being honest with themselves. And they're manifesting and they're like, no, everything's fine. But they're manifesting from a lack of love. It's like when we settle in connections and we say, oh, no, I'm fine. I'm happy. Everything's fine. Everything's good. Totally in love with that person. Totally. Like, love of my life. Want to be with them forever. One of you is like, I thought the love would maybe grow, but no. Or there's another person here. And someone's not telling the truth. I don't think that anything's it's like someone has a secret love burning inside of them. And they've been holding on to it for a long time. And the longer they've held on to it, and the more they've gone in the opposite direction of that, the heavier and harder it has become. And if it's not another person, it's the lack of loving themselves. It's the lack of doing the work on themselves and expecting maybe the other person to somehow compensate for that. And now hitting a rut and going, what are we going to do now? Let's clarify this. What needs to be communicated for someone to come out of this repression of self? Feels like someone's not being honest. Yeah, you're wrapping up a cycle where you're going to have to be strong. Someone's going to have to be strong enough, oh my goodness, to tell the truth. Either someone has another desire, this feels like a, I don't like talking about this, y'all, but this feels like someone not being honest about who they really love. We have 2, 3 of Swords. And I actually asked Spirit the other day because I don't like reading third-party situations. I think there's a lot of tarot that gets over-dramatized. And I'm not here for clickbait. I'm here to be honest about what Spirit's trying to tell me. And I asked them, do you want me to talk about this sort of type of reading anymore? Because I try not to talk about it that much, y'all. It's a hard place to be in when someone has assigned themselves a life that isn't their truth. Whether it's whatever it could be. Sometimes it comes down to sexuality. Sometimes it comes down to not being over someone from the past and hoping the new person will just fix everything. But I have 2 3s of Swords on the board with an Ace of Cups, which Spirit told me, if you want to bring this up, we will send you 2 3 of Swords. And you will know for sure that this is a third-party situation. Someone came into this relationship not letting go of someone from before. And it's gotten harder and harder and harder to pretend. It doesn't mean that the love between the 2 primary people isn't real. It's just, we'll call it a relationship of convenience, where it's more of a companionship. There's love here, but there's a lack of harmony, because when you decide to be with someone, and I'm going to be honest with you, I speak from personal experience, and I always bring that into my tarot because I know what this feels like. And now I haven't been forthcoming about me being married or divorced. I wasn't in a third-party situation, but I was in a marriage where I married that person because I wanted the stability and the security, but deep down, it didn't feed me in the way I knew I needed to be fed for it to be the rest of my life. And that's the thing that I learned a lot about when I got divorced. I actually needed to choose myself and my truth. Someone here that I'm reading for, my reasons for leaving were different, but the reasons I'm seeing here have everything to do with making a sensible choice, but not the choice that really is your truth in your heart. And it's hard to live with yourself if you do that. So that's why when I got divorced, I had to face my own truth about what was really going to make me happy inside. And I know no one ever is going to complete us. But honestly, when I'm seeing 10 of Cups upright, 10 of Cups in reverse, the 10 of Swords in reverse, the Empress in reverse, someone's pretending. And the other person knows. They do. You know, and my ex knew. And it was devastating to face the truth, but at least you live your truth after. Who wants to live a lie the rest of their life? I certainly don't. So anyway, that's why I'm being real with y'all, because Spirit and I had a conversation recently. I said, if from now on, I will only talk about third-party situations if I see the 3 of Swords twice in a reading, because this is truly painful. Because now, instead of being honest, one person has hurt 2 people that they never wanted to hurt if they had just chosen wisely in the beginning. And I don't know who it is, honestly. I just feel like there's either someone just didn't give themselves enough time to get over someone, or someone knows deep down very well and good that the person that they should be with, they're not with. But now they're stuck because they can't get out of what they're in. So someone's got to get real and accept the truth. And I don't even know if the other person is even available anymore. I just know that someone's buried the truth of their love deep within them, and it's made everything, and when we do this, I will be honest with you, when we do this to ourselves, our bodies, whether you're a man or woman, if you were living a lie, your health will start to deteriorate. Because our bodies always know when something's wrong, when something's off, and we stuff it. There has been so much stuffed here in this reading that now it's affecting people physically. So we have the world. It's almost like Spirit saying, you got to can you live like this the rest of your life? I don't think so. It's like sometimes you got to face the truth no matter how much it hurts. And you got to do it with the most love that you can. And if anything, you can just be honest, right? Or they need to be honest. I'll tell you at the end of the day, it's always about honesty rules the day. This is the truth. What is the truth, Scorpio? Communicate the truth. Even if it's hard, even if it hurts. What is your truth? What is their truth? It's time to face it. All right, I want to get some advice from Spirit. I'm sorry, all of a sudden I was just like, oh my God, yeah. I mean, I can sit here and we all have our reasons. I mean, hell, I remember, I'll be honest with you, hopefully no one's watching this. I'm all good, all right? My ex and I, we're all good. But I remember my wedding night, one of my best friends in the world was even like, really? Like, she knew I was about to live a lie. That this wasn't the person that I was going to end up with. And a part of me knew, but I didn't even want to face it. I did it because I really wanted a family at the time and I wanted someone stable and secure. But deep down, I knew that, and I still love this person to this day. I'm keeping everything hush-hush here because it's my private life. But don't live a lie, Scorpio. And don't allow someone around you to live a lie when you know the truth. You're just too afraid to experience the loss. Trust me. You want something real and true in your life, and you want it to speak to your soul. Some of you are in a commitment or a marriage, and it's not what you want anymore. But you're afraid to make those choices. It's the illusion, right, of everything's great. We're happy. This is an intense reading because, listen, we have one life to live. It's your choice. I couldn't live like that. And you know what happened was I had a child. And I realized I don't want my child to think that this is what love is. And I'm proud of myself, as hard as it was, and as much as it impacted her throughout her upbringing now, because I got divorced when we were one, when she was one. And it was the best decision. I'm speaking from experience, y'all. If you start living a lie, my health started to deteriorate, y'all. It was bad. You will know if you're going in a direction that isn't in alignment with you and your truth, with another when it comes to making a long-term commitment. And if there's another party involved in your heart or in their heart, and you both know it, and you ignore it, and it's trailing behind you, where do you think that's going to go? It's going to stay there until it's addressed and released. And maybe the two of you will sort it out. In my case, we're the best of friends now. And I'm happy that I did the right thing. Sometimes the right thing is the hardest thing to do. And it's about being honest with oneself. And maintaining your own truth and integrity all along the way. It's a test. I think you either had someone who hasn't been honest with you, Scorpio, about who they are, about their secrets, about whatever. Could be, it doesn't have to be a third party. It could be an addiction. It could be anything causing pain. What's the advice? Queen of Wands. King of Wands. Star. I knew it. There are 3 queens here on the board. I think that someone has a different desire. All along, they've desired someone else, something else. There's someone else here that is the dream, the wish. There's a divine couple here that it's like, some of you are with someone and it's like, the passion isn't there. It never was. But there's everything else. And and it's up to each person. I'm sitting here do not base any decisions off a tarot reading, y'all. I'm just speaking what I see. And what I see is someone here is almost creating so much agony within themselves because they're not living their truth around what lights them up, what makes them feel alive, what is their dream, what is their true wish. If you ignore that, you are making a part of yourself die. It will create stress in your mind, stress in your soul, and stress in your body. We owe it to ourselves to be true. It's the ultimate abandonment of self and the ultimate happiness that we can have, and the burden of not living our truth that will get us every time in the end. And I have done this many times. God, I could speak so much, but I want to maintain some sort of privacy here around my life and my personal life. But I will say that as hard as it is to be different in this world and to accept the way we're wired and who we love and how we love, it all comes down to being honest. And if you can't do that, or they can't do that, it perpetuates more suffering. All right. This was an interesting reading. I haven't had a reading like this ever in my life, where I just see someone in so much pain. They're in so much pain. I don't know if this is you, the other person, one out of the three of you is in so much pain. Or maybe all of you are in some level of pain because, you know what? We've heard this story again and again. Don't be with someone out of convenience when you're in love with someone else. And that's what it feels like. Someone's wish is not who they're with now. Let's get the Gateway of Light activation. It's very interesting. There's just a lot of energies involved here around nurturing of the self, coming from a place of, if I really love myself, if I really, really created that. See, the thing is, we cling. One reason why I even made that decision to begin with was I didn't feel like I could create that on my own. You will not compromise yourself if you feel like you can create what you want on your own. You will cling to the people outside of you for it. So I always encourage everyone on my channel, find your own sense of financial stability on your own. Find your own emotional stability on your own. Find your own physical needs on your own soulful needs on your own. That way you will never be dependent on anyone else for that. So whoever you meet, whoever you share yourself, body, mind, and spirit with, it will be true. Because you're not doing it out of need. You're doing it out of desire, I just want to share everything I've created for myself with you because I'm whole. All right. Star gathering, stars aligned, remembering home, soul family. What is this? Star family. Oh, star gathering. Star gathering. Wow, this is really, look at that. It's almost like something's coming full circle, Scorpio, in your life. This is a very intense month. The stars have aligned. You have found the lost pieces of yourself and your energy, and now is your time to shine. You are magnetic, attracting people, energies, and opportunities that will allow your dreams to unfold. This is the time of wishes fulfilled. All of your dedication, focus, and dreaming has paid off, and now you can reap the rewards. It's important for you to know that this plane of existence is your rightful place, and not to spend too much time trying to transcend this reality, for you chose to be here at this time. Make the most of this powerful opportunity. If you are feeling particularly connected to certain individuals at this time, it's because you are finding your star family, beings you connected with before you entered the cycle of physical incarnation. And as long as you're connected to yourself, you are home. This is the thing. Connect to yourself, Scorpio. I believe it feels like the feminine in this equation knows. I don't know. I mean, I'll be real with you. This is either two women in love and a woman with a man, or there's a man who's in love with a couple other women and there's one woman they're not over and they're with someone now. I mean, there are 3 women here and 2 men. So it could be any, that's what I mean. And It could be any number of configurations, so don't get stuck on any configuration here. There's some sort of triangulation going on, and it's different genders, different sexualities, but this is a tale as old as time, Scorpio. Live your truth, all of you, whoever is involved, because it's only going to perpetuate a cycle of pain. All right? And at least then you know. That's the thing. If I had stayed, you don't want to look back on your life with any regret. So I would suggest that you do the work to face the truth of the situation, Scorpio, head on, because you don't want to perpetuate a cycle of pain much longer. And this too, you can look at it this way as well with the King and Queen of Wands. This is honoring the divine masculine and feminine of you and living your truth and following your wishes. What do you really wish for here? Because I feel like this King and Queen of Pentacles, it's stable, but it's not true. Because deep down, this is going on. This, not nurturing, sad, prolonged sadness, prolonged grief, prolonged pain. The betrayal of the self runs deep and wide in our collective. This is not the time to betray the self anymore. Not in this new era. Okay, Scorpio? This was a big reading. It's time to pay attention to the soundtrack of your life and what kind of music do you really want to make. All right? Ooh. I love y'all, okay? I'm not going to do a reading like this very often. Like I said, this might be the last third-party reading I do here, because they're not going to send this my way that often. But I just wanted to tell you, I made a deal with Spirit. I will only talk about these kinds of intricate, two people could be married right now trying to decide, should we have an open relationship? And they tried, and it's a mess, okay? Or one person entered a marriage and they're not really in love with the person they're with, but they feel like it's a sensible choice. But it's not true. It's not their truth. That's what I mean. Like, it goes so many different directions. So, live your truth, Scorpio, or allow the other people around you to live their truth. All right? I'm sending love. Take care.